Hello everyone, welcome back to Fablehaven Age of Wonders 4. The first hunter, Blint the Undergoat, resumes his trials in the Sehiran Oasis on the Scorpion Open Beta. And today, I have received a hint on how to achieve greatness. Well, the achievement we're going for. And encounter the Chaos Endailon. If you're enjoying this series as it reaches its climax, feel free to like the video. It does help out the channel. Now, we have seized Alfred's capital city, the goody-goody two-shoe. And he himself appears to be right there. So I think our B team is going to have themselves a little adventure. Now, our seals are vulnerable while they're out and about. But, you know, we'll make it happen. We do have this character who's vibing. Her goal was to go clear resource nodes and, you know, get her renown up and running. Maybe she can hold the fort down. Although the invasions are getting a little spooky. They're getting more than this spooky. We'll see. Maybe we'll have her loiter about. Because I don't want Blint to sit here for umpty 9 turns. We'll grab a spirit tracker. Little terrible unit. Well, they have their uses. And have her head over here as we... Ooh, there's something here that moved. Do we wait one more turn then? We'll see. Gaia's Chosen is in. This will be our major racial transformation. Transforming our moles into plants. And we will also grab the Enchanted Bloom. There's going to be 5 turns, but before that we'll grab a... we'll hold this, actually. I want to cast this on the sand. See what we can get from that. We do have a scout that has returned to us. It shall auto-explore once more. The Old Hollow. We will build this somewhere. I mean, this is a great spot. I think that means I have no quarries, but it's a great spot. No quarries for my industrious governor. There you go, boss. We are also 5 gold away from... Sorry, I thought I heard something. 5 gold away from completing somebody's grand ambition. I believe it is you. Yes. The Stone Den shall soon become more valuable than it currently is. Now, I have a plan for our expedition. Ah, food, thank you. Oh! Well. You've come to die. How convenient! All we needed was for Alfred to die, and we shall defeat him. We are in some of this terrain, thankfully, so we are wielding our full power, although unfortunately, he has come at us at a moment of weakness because I sacrificed True Shot, which, by the way, True Shot is like the best bow in the game. Highly recommend not doing that, but it has been sacrificed to fund a tier 4 skirmisher weapon. Greatness! But at what cost, you know? One of those things. You might want to save our Maria heal, because it cleanses. I think we will. Living Doll. Oh, by the way, I got a question about this. For whatever reason, using this button, this is how I did it in the past, to like turn, you know, face stuff. It's very clunky. I don't know why, but sometimes it takes multiple clicks to work. The right-click trick I was taught is just literally right-click. There's no indicator, unfortunately, but just right-click and point towards where you want to go. It is incredibly snappy. You do have to be on the model, but you right-click, and you point in the direction you let go. Voila. It is so good. Thank you again for whoever recommended that. I'll probably even use that, like, after I can make use of both arms. I don't really have a plan here. I'm kind of just yapping. I guess we're gonna... Whoa, 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 whoa. I guess we're just gonna try and meet here in the middle. That doesn't sound that bad. We are also well underway to getting up to 200 HP on some of our units, which is crazy to think about. So, you know, our transformation is going to have a lot of positive effects for that. Will I instantly raise the city when he dies? I don't remember how this works. I know if you are, like, capturing or vassalizing cities while someone dies, they instantly complete. But I don't know about raising. You would think so, but... We'll start with the Battle Divination. So I have evasion as we approach. I could just run it down. Maria, do you have, No, not yet. Remember, experience is reduced for our heroes. Do I just wait one more turn? They're the aggressor, right? They're going to come at me. I do make that mistake every now and again. That's my fault. I mean, this is literally a tier 1 spider. But tier 1 spider to sacrifice. You know? Blood for the blood god. And all that. I think we hold. Like maybe Maria can come in here. Nah. We're chilling. Alright, come fell demons. Reposition, huh? Isn't that the defensive one? There's like a defensive and an offensive. Are there 3 cascading commands? Well, I wish I had the Tome of Calamity right now. Could you imagine? I mean, I do have this. It's not a lot of damage, but it's... I want to go. I want to go. I'm going. I believe this is an Inquisitor. I tried. Oh, you know what? Get the spider out. %. I wonder why. Doesn't really matter. We'll just smack it. 160 HP, 7-4. Not bad for a tier 1 unit. Not bad at all. We do have a very awkward position here for the Glade Runner. So I think what we'll do is we'll bring this neck over here and have the Glade Runner hang out behind it. I guess I'll just shoot this. Not a lot of damage, but it is, of course, physical. That was a little bit more. This guy's missing out, regardless of where he goes. We're getting real frisky here. We're kind of going in. It's fine. It's fine. How far is this jump? Not far enough. Okay. I mean, I could... I have a jump. Okay. There's really no need for me to be this aggressive. And yet, here we are. I'm even going to move up with her, I think. So the whole squad's moving up. We can put this in the tree behind the houses. Blinty boy. Oh, I should have done this first, but he's surrounded by defenses, so I don't think it really makes a difference. Whatever. I have been mighty unimpressed by Festering Spine. Going this way. Alright, so we're going to bring in Larissa. And next turn, if the AI can't do anything about it, she is going to stun. Incredible. 25% chance, and we nailed it. Well, okay. I am very forward. Ah! I precogged a musketeer shot. That's disgustingly strong. I'm not even sure where Alfred got a musketeer. I think we're going to get precog this turn, aren't we? So wait, next turn is damage. Ooh, nice. Perfectly timed. I wish I could say I calculated that for the sake of me being so senselessly aggressive, but I did not. I just chose to go in. I elected to go in. Ooh, stun, okay. If Maria was nearby, we could take care of that, but she's not. Ah! Wow. Precognition even blocks the charge, removing your retaliation. Not too shabby. Lots of stuns happening, though. I don't like that. Okay. Well. Hope you're all ready to die. Oh. This is a combat summon, and I really am annoyed that I have to spend points on this, but it will be worth it when I press this button. Or this one. This one. Kaboom! Alrighty. How far away is Maria? Pretty far. Okay. Well, we'll slither on in here. There's no death here yet. I think we'll save on the decompose and we'll just press this button. This should cleanse the stun, so he can swing again. And with the fury of the tunneling spider, of course, he's healing. We should have condemned this. What we could do is we could inspire here. We've already done a few actions, but nothing important, I don't think. Because Larissa doesn't have zeal. Okay. The bat does. Go over here and shoot. And our little summon can kill. And then our other little summon can find its way into the back line. We want to go here, I think. Not great. Not bad. You have 2 retaliations. I think this is a tier 4 knight. Oh, it's only a tier 2 knight. With 2 retaliations somehow. But this'll do. We do want to get you out. Fortunately. Not a lot to be done about that. Lol, precog. So it looks like you're going in. I did break one of the houses. Maybe I'm defending with the wolf. Because no matter who I turn to attack here, I'm gonna get flanked. So we'll do that. Primal Charger's in. We have a sneaky snack here. We can at least disease this. Fantastic. And I mean, I don't know. There you go. We'll defend. Oh, I'm being flanked here by quite a lot. But I have to believe. Maybe I can heal the spider? No. We're going to have to believe in the 130 health pool of that spoder. Heal up this one, which got stunned. Alright. Let's run it down. Good precog. Good miss. I'm not sure how it missed, but I'm not going to ask questions. No weaken? No bolstered? Oh, well, it did remove the bolstered defense. But no sunder defense. Which is nice. We're going to go for this voter. It's distracted now. Oh, no. Okay, no stunning strike. That did no damage. No stun. Good. Paladin went back. Deal with a little bat. The little tiny bat took all that attention. Is that a Harrier? I feel like everything is so durable. Precog! It wouldn't have done much anyway, but precog! I'm gonna drop another Mass Condemn. Goodbye. You have been condemned. So again, I really haven't felt like the power of the magic fighter. We'll just shoot this to death, or try to. Come on, Blint. Skirmisher. Nice flanks on the Ancestral Wardens. They're pretty good tier 3 units, but I think they're better now that like everyone's tankier. This is a Harrier. Look at that. A bleeding Harrier. We'll send the spoder over here because you, I think, can cleave this. Well, we got one of them. We'll roll the 40%, why not? See how lucky we're feeling. Raise, direct hit, and direct hit. We're pretty lucky. Are you feeling lucky, punk? So I guess I'll bring you over here. Probably should just bring you here. Punk. You are a tanky lady. Perfect web opportunity, which I can't exploit. Another perfect web opportunity that I can't exploit. Do I take the kill? There have been no deaths here. I guess I do take the kill then. What do you have? Wait, hold on. 40%. Alright, we'll take it. Beautiful location for decompose. You can see the huge damage variance here between magic and physical, so I can see it in this sense. I mean, my goodness. Okay. I guess you're going to notice it later on, and maybe really early. Because early on, you're more likely to have just defense, unless you're like the Mystic Culture or something. Goodbye. And we'll get our wolf in here. Our 180 health wolf. Come on. There we go. Gilded. Nice. Nobody expects the Mole Inquisition. Oh, he's back. Is that Fiery Rebirth, or... Surely it's not Eternal Lord. He didn't resurrect. You can't cast spells when he's dead. Huh. Good job. It would have been so funny if he got gilded. Then I would have been able to actually use the passive here. So what brought you back, Alfred? I don't know. Ascended Martyrdom. Oh. Okay. That's a, an ascension. Finally, I get to use my cleave. I've worked so hard for this. The damage was not impressive. I wish it's cleansed, but it is what it is. We'll roll some more 40%, why not? And perfectly connect. Why not? The enemy flees. At least over there. What's happening here? We don't have a heal. I can death ward him, though. The fact that this is a heroic stand on a stick is actually so much better than the previous death ward. Because previously it was like a feudal faction thing. Like a feudal culture ability, and it was just death ward. But now it's heroic stand as well. Oh. Well, I should have done this first if I was going to do it, but... Anyway. This hero is all that remains. Actually... I kind of blocked the path for the boyo. Let's go over here. Okay. And I believe she is dead. Boom. The enemy flees, but there is nowhere left to run. 30 Imperium. Nice. Oh, it does instantly raise. Fantastic. I have money now. Okay. So the reason I chose to blow that up was, first of all, I just wanted to send a message. That was my first goal. Now you give me a tier 4 skirmisher. I see. What, no pop-up? Okay. We could put... Oh, naturally, the outpost would want to go here, and we can't do that yet. Okay, Alfred's dead. So I think the B team is going to go on their little adventure. Excuse me, the A team is going on their adventure. This is a Blint moment. Okay, there's a lot of information I need to know. First of all, we have this vassal called the Celestial Haven. It looks like Noctis is interested in it, but if for 3, you know what? 2, if for 2 turns it does not get sieged, I will be able to incorporate it. Wait, this sounds worse. Okay, how many turns would it take me to get to the capital city? 6. And that's probably not entirely true. Because I can build roads and make it faster. Alright, we're just going to run. Ignore me. We're running it down. Let's go. Now. We can raise this. Ederton. Do I raise this too? I want this. Where's the scout? Okay. I mean, they're already at war with me. Why not just go raise it? After all, why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I? It's a great question. There was a code at one point in time where the game would just, Okay, hold on. Guess we're waiting. Next turn, I'll move boss over here so that I can summon on a sandy terrain. Yeah, perfect. I guess. I mean, maybe this army can take the seal. I kind of doubt it. We can see what's going on over here, at least. Actually, you know what? I bet they could take that. I bet they could. Okay, so this is our vassal that has been captured by Edward, unfortunate. Stoneton can annex. I wonder how far this can go. I do need money. Like, one more. Fantastic. Alright. Actually, we'll give agriculture to this. This will make Barrow Hill grow super duper fast. And this city is a little crunk. So I'm very excited for that. Blindsy boy! Blank. We do not have... Here we go. So this is the weapon we crafted at the end of the last episode. In classic Bloodborne fashion, it's a pistol with a sword. Called the Hunter's Trick Shot. And its trick is that it pulls you to your death. Isn't that a great trick? Fantastic, honestly. We can mount with this, but we are not going to because... Why? We have Profane Body Mastery. Maria is going to get the Amplifying Robe because don't let it be said I haven't taken care of my doll. Along with the Rite of Fury, that'll help out. Kind of a cheap... What's that spell called now? From the Tome of the Chaos Lord. Can we get another tier 4 item? Yes. But just one. What should it be? I'd love to be able to recreate the Staff of the Archmage. But I'm pretty sure I can't. Bah humbug. Well, that's fun. Domination. Expose light. Yes, that's what that's what Blint would do. Expose light, flame strength. Expose light is very strong, though. I think I'm gonna take it, honestly. It's between that and summon Primal Spider. I think we'll go expose. So this is the Awakener's ability, and it usually is what kills you. Awakeners. I've awakened the doll. Awakeners, blood stuff. Here we go. We captured somebody. Don't kill them. It was a mistake of me to kill them instantly. You know, old habits die hard, but we can do something better. We have the abattoir. We can also build this. So with the abattoir, unfortunately we can't do the ultimate cheese. The ultimate cheese is to go this one, exalted by shadows, and eat people. It's basically a level every time you eat somebody. So of course, Blints will be devouring people. Yeah, it's nowhere near as much experience without this. But that did give us a level. I want to get to 16. Don't believe we don't care about decay. We just want to keep running it down middle here. Viking inflicts bleeding and marked. That's very nice. So anyone we capture now will be devoured. We do have artisans equipment, so while army leader, all other units have a plus 10 hit points, plus 1 defense, plus 1 resistance, and plus 10% damage at the cost of a plus 50 gold additional upkeep, which is not that bad at all. Oh yeah, tanky boys. We have a lot of remains now. We could sell them if we need to, but I don't think we do. We shall remain at war with you. And we have to decide what the plan is. I don't particularly care about his cities. Like, we can make peace with most of them. Like Takov, Vishikon. We can integrate this if we want to. 27 turns for Supreme Vassal? Yeah, no. War has ended because Flintwall's been taken. That's fine. Noctis is bad. Mad, the other word. He's also bad. Just don't get it twisted. There you go. We'll build this first. The Garden of Bliss is very powerful. So we want this in our capital as well. It's just this comes first. Apparently, there's no terrain up here. There you go. Okay. And you're back to auto-exploring. Fantastic. We're on an adventure, team. Wouldn't it be so funny if an army of tier 1 units is able to take down this with the new system? I don't think they're capable of it. The golem is not particularly great. The progenitor golem. Usually you use it to, like, meme-tastically seal something. But we will give a little bit of assistance to this army. With the call, greater animal on sandy terrain. Fire Wyvern. A Nightmare or the Inferno Hound. Very cool. So the Wyverns are all now magic fighters. They used to be skirmishers. But we'll take this one. Are you an animal? I'm pretty sure these are just... They are animals. Cool. So I think we just won a lot of Wyverns, team. I think that's the plan. I want more. More. More! Okay, so our goal is to go right here. We do not want to step on land because we want to be able to reinforce ourselves. If we get into Giga trouble, we can Enduring Duty, but I don't think we will. Do we need anything? A Forester. We do need a quarry as well, so we'll just grab this quarry. I'm very proud of this city. It's kind of like in the Vlad playthrough where I made that one Giga city. I'm doing the same thing here. Eventually we'll boost this, but this is important. More Imperium. Final tier of summoning. Good stuff. Hopefully we can get a third seal so that we can move this along. I don't want to kill Edward, even though we are marching toward his capital. If I can provoke him a little bit, that'd be funny. But I mean, you know what our money is being used for now. Road building! Road gore! Alright, let's see how we do with the seal. We are still 2 turns away from the Chosen of Gaia. I think this is a Riscibato. Every 2 turns we have a chance to gain Misfortune. I want to do a Misfortune build again. That was really fun. It's a full death. Okay. Full death? Was the Misfortune that strong? Alright, well, let's see. The skirmisher classification used to just be like literally doesn't have a melee and a ranged attack. Well, it's a skirmisher. Okay, that's unfortunate. Big buffs for the Progenitor Golem. Good negate. Fantastic negate. Are we doing the focus again, or should we start with, That's so funny. That is an AoE around it, an adjacency AoE. So the fact that it hit just one unit that I had isolated is fantastic. I think we'll do this. Our Wyvern is a little lonely. Holy lack of damage. I mean, I am weakened like thrice over. A little worried about this thing. But I mean... what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come, boy? You could summon as well. Do I just kill this? It is a... yeah. Alright, we'll get her down. Well, just kidding. I guess I answered my own question. Was the misfortune that devastating? Yes. Okay. We'll just hit these. We'll spread out the damage a little bit. Okay. Again, this is gonna, you know, splash, but I think we're kind of spread out. Oh, that hits. All right, the Wyvern is super dead. I don't have a debuff strip in this army. Okay. Got some precog here. We could go get on this, which I think we will. I really wish I had a cleanse. Alright. Oh, hey, we're in the Misty Fae. Far over the misty mountains misplaced. And we do want to move up. We also want to heal. 65. Okay. I realize I should have cast a spell. What's a spell I can cast now that's not punishing? I gotta be honest, I don't really have one. They're all pretty much you silly goose, you didn't cast a spell. Guess we can do this. You silly goose, you didn't cast a spell. Did that cleanse? Okay. Alright, this is the turn of damage. Do we heal with Ancestral Harmony? So I could do this again. Oh! Oh. I think we want to here. This, because of our beacon, gives fortune, which counters misfortune. Spicy. Little concerns of the complete and utter lack of damage. But, you know, we'll get there. Or we won't. Go here and heal up. And you'll just full shoot. Big damage, big damage. Do I spread out or do I go for the kill? It's 65%. Take it. Nailed it. You're also going to heal. Cool. Okay, so unfortunately our Spoder has disappeared. We did get some nice hits there. Our precog has ended. Or our divination, rather, excuse me. Which provided precognition. Remember, when we healed and went into defense mode, we also got precognition. We're just kind of a precognition kind of guy. We could berserk this. I think we condemn the backline here. Because it's cheap. And it's a nice damage boost and it will displace this thing. The foul gremlin. Boom! I think that's it. I think that's all she wrote. I think we heal the zealots. Oh. We'll go here and just defend. Give them some defense. Alright, here's our misfortune again. Look over there. The gremlins are really funny. I was planning on using them in one of the builds that did we heal? Do I get right in front of their face and just heal? I think I do. The poll is up on the channel for the first full playthrough of Rise from Ruin. They are all conquerors. I do have a plan for a scavenger, don't worry, but I can't talk about it. Just keep that little bit to yourself. And when I checked, the Killer Rabbit of Carabanog and Deathwing were both equal. They're at 30. They're both at 38%, I think. Now, that's not saying that... Oh, that's a retreat point. That's not saying they are right now, but that's what it was when I checked. I'll have to look again. Because this is being recorded before the previous video goes live. I did see the second video. Why is it healing for 60? Don't ask questions. And that was where I learned about the secreto. About the Chaos Endailon. So I'm thinking about, even if the killer rabbit gets ahead, I'm thinking about putting my finger on the lever of power and choosing Deathwing. Because they're close. And Deathwing, you know... Deathwing has been on like 3 polls and failed each time. It's his moment. I've also gotten a lot of comments in the comment of the poll about how it's Deathwing's turn. And I don't disagree. This is kind of perfect for him. And I really enjoy the setting I've created. I guess what I'm saying is expect it to be Deathwing. Unless somehow the killer rabbit goes like insane over the next couple of days, it's going to be the killer rabbit. Or it's going to be Deathwing. I do like he's still writing Pollen, but we're going to be getting a spell we're going to be casting beside that. Asper to the Root's not bad. I don't know what else I want. That's pretty good. House Levies, I don't care. Okay, this could be integrated. So what I was going to do was I was going to integrate this. 510! I was going to integrate this, build the teleporter, and then release it. But I think... yeah, I think that's a little expensive. Yeah, I think that's not going to fly. So no from me, El Capitan. They have a lot of spells to cast. And not a lot of casting points to do it. They keep nerfing casting points. Makes me sad. Like various sources of it. Oh. I'm not healthy enough to do this fight, so I will let the scout die. I just took this. I don't know if I've ever seen a seal get instantly reclaimed like that. No, I mean, I don't do too many seal games, but still, like, what? Oh, I also have not moved any of the stones. I meant to do that. Oh, we'll see. I am good. No, I'm evil. Maybe. I believe this city will fall without me having to do anything. Also, thank you, Scanix, for letting me know. It is free cities when their leader dies. They aren't meant to cast spells, but they still can. Wow. Taunting on a staff? I'm melting this. Ludicrous. I'm also going to raise this. I'm also going to boost. Grab this. So I finally have a tome, which will help out our mana and knowledge income per dead thing. Because this city has been eradicated, this culture, no one will attempt to come grab it. So we're going to head back with Boss, who can continue to secure my destiny. The bat unfortunately died. I just learned the other episode I didn't have to hold control for that, which helps my shoulder. Yeah, okay, you lived. Congratulations. Here is Mr. Edward. Alright. I have been warned. Do I bring Maria here? I think I'm going to leave this guy out. Ah! No! Maria! Darn. Because of Maria, I can't move in. Alright, well, we'll wait one turn outside his domain. I've been told that the army that makes this expedition will be attacked. So be careful. I shall be careful. Elementalist, Battle Saint, Ritualist. I mean, I'll take another. I'll take another one of you. Alrighty, good sir. I didn't even see what he had. I really enjoyed the rock. The rock has brought joy. So I think we shall continue the rock. We're just going to copy-paste the build. Oh, hey. Maria, you have your weapon. There you go. What's that? Ah, yes, I gave you Keeper's Mark. I gotta be honest, I don't know why. I just felt like it. If I really wanted to min-max, which I kind of do, I should keep going order, or should be nature, because it gives everyone in the army plus 10 hit points. So at level 16, that's plus 40 maximum hit points. Which I think is a little ludicrous, but we're not going to ask questions here. Guess you can have this for now. I mean, maybe you want this instead, but... Ah. Do I have any gear for you? Not really is the answer. Got some remains. We captured somebody, which means I'm going to eat him. Blint shall continue to feast upon the unwilling. Exploit weakness. We now do plus 20% damage against heroes with a negative saves effect, which we inflict a lot of, I think, or at least some. At least we inflict condemn. We do 1. Okay, we're going to go reclaim the 3rd seal. Stoneman can boost that out. This also isn't bad. And that's a great spot for it. We'll even just move that up. Barrow Hill will also have a great... because there's no grassland down here. They'll have a great tunneling megalith area. When the time comes. They need to keep building, though. This goated city. It does need a forester. Look at all these nodes still. Oh, man, this city location is fantastic. Big fan. I can no longer go tier 4. Whoops. That's fine. We can go next turn. And El Capital is doing this. You are going to lead this army. And I mean this army. Cool. Very nice. Alright. Maria. Oh, hey, my vassal's besieged. Is this the army I want to go with? My boy. I wish I could rename units. They are working on that, but they can't do it right now. Here we go. As your troops enter the domain of the last dreadnought, Edward Portsmouth, you start to sense something is affecting the realm. Meandor appears. So you sense it too. There's been a shift in the energies within the astral sea. I am starting to suspect this is the cause of the erratic behavior of the Gaudier in Magehaven, but I am unsure of its origin. I have warded myself against any unwanted influences, but this also impairs my ability to look deeper into the cause. My wards and distance render me unable to delve deeper, but your presence on the Sehiran Oasis may enable you to see what affects this human Edward Portsmouth. Reach out to the strange energies within the astral sea. Vision Pandemonium. Oh, Blint enjoys that. The chaotic energies of the realm collide in a cacophony of sounds, scents, visions, and emotions which threaten to overwhelm your senses. Rage soars through your body, followed by the greatest joy and the deepest despair. In the midst of this ever-changing maelstrom, you sense an identity, an entity observing your response. It is not here, not truly, but its presence is everywhere, surging through the entire astral sea. These energies, Marissa says, I have felt them too, mainly around Edward. The energies seem threatening, but also liberating. Ever shifting, ever enraged, ever alive. You, what the fudge, accept them. So for 6 turns, I would gain 1 Chaos Affinity. I don't see how that helps me. We get mana and a bunch of draft, but we do get a Nature Crisis, or I can ground myself against them, which gives me city stability. Or I could reject them, which does nothing. I don't know what's needed for the event, so I'm just going to accept them. Hey! We did it! I thought there'd be an army, but maybe that's if you reject it? Or don't accept it? I got my achievement. I'm going home. Fuck this shit, I'm out. I don't really want to boost this out. Please move. It won't. Whatever. Okay. We can cast Gaia's Chosen. Should have done that first in case we did fight. The Deep Hunters shall become plant type. Actually, this wouldn't affect Blint. +3 status resistant, +20 hit points. My goodness gracious, they are different looking. Did they shrink? Alright, well. I'm going home. Actually, you know what? I'd like to cast a spell on this. Oh, 2 turns? And there's the Blood Rune as well. 2 turns? I mean, maybe I can save my vassal. How far away am I? I'm actually not a... Oh, wait, my vassal's not hit. Well... Oh, it's Edward himself. I think the entrance is... gross. 2 turns. Alright, let's see how far we can go. Oh. As you reach the capital of the last dreadnought, Edward Portsmouth, his rage reaches new heights. Your approach only brings me closer to victory. My ironclads and great bombards will crush you as they did when Athla was invaded. No Shadowborn or Astral Sea monster can stop us. From the ashes of your cities, the glory of my commonwealth will be reborn. I am destruction. I am liberation. I am the last dreadnought of the Commonwealth. I will not be defeated. Violent energies coalesce around Edward, heralding the approach of dangers beyond the astral veil. Edward Portsmouth brings forth agents of chaos led by a herald of war. This unit is fucking cool. I don't want to press this button, but I'm going to. So we're going to press Rite of Enduring Duty. This will fully heal Blint. And, you know, we did have a little bit of wounded. Oh, no, hold on. This will fully heal Blints. And give +1 rank to all of our non-hero units. So, look at my boy. 200 HP. I'm so proud. This HP gain is actually ludicrous. I'm not saying nature is going to be like the best build. But I am saying that nature is going to be thick. Yeah. My goodness. Alrighty. Anyway, Herald of War. This is a really cool unit, but unfortunately it is not obtainable by the player until the next DLC. In Rise from Ruin, the Tome of the Warlord gives you a summon spell that lets you summon a fire-based tier 5 unit. And well, it looks pretty on fire to me. Well, I guess I'll kill it. Really can't cast any spells, though. A low-risk battle. There's a dire ping. The foulest of evils. We'll auto this and see how it does, but I want to fight this. I haven't fought a Herald of War in... You know what? We'll watch this. Let's watch how the AI handles this great enemy. Summoned by the Chaos Endailon itself. So remember, the story here... the story for the base game... Empires and Ashes and Eldritch Realms were all written... Wait, were they? Were they all written in sequence? They might have been. I don't actually know. But the idea was that the story is, like, continuous and connected to each other. So, there's our Rite of Fury. Game looks like it's lagging a bit. Nice shot, Blinty boy. You should have snapshotted first, but I won't complain too much. Beautiful Hunter Spider attack. Stun from the Inquisitors. See, I told you, those units are just so good. The Gremlins have both displaced closer to me. Well done. Immobilized. It is on a ranged unit, though. Oh, well, we got jumped. Cool. Team, I think the nature builds are going to be a little crunk. I have a feeling they're going to be a little nutty. Beautiful swing. And, like, I'm not really even min-maxing. I'm just kind of memeing around. Because the only bonus damage I have, I'm pretty sure, is from Zeal. And, like, Zeal-adjacent things, like Condemn. Instant stun! Son of a... You know, that commenter might have been right, that I went on a little bit of a spiel talking about the Golden Golem. They might be right about it. Which I'm completely open to being wrong. Like, I've been wrong many times before. And I will be again. But I want to believe. He was like my favorite mythic unit before they nerfed him. And I was so tilted when they introduced the Pyre Templar with his repeating swings. In the cone. Like, they just took this away from the Golden Golem. How could they do this? Incredible damage, Larissa. Ha! He made that personal. He walked right up to it and shot it in the head. But that was all that flanker bonus. I planned for that, you know? That was the build. Incredible. I believe that that guy has infinite retaliations. So he is floating. He does have floating sword, so it's not like the end of the world. Or, you know, it makes sense. But it's not the end of the world. Miss. Well done, Charger. Okay. Missed me. Missed me. Insanity? Well, thankfully the only thing next to it is the summon. I say thankfully as if we don't know the outcome of this fight. Wow. We're gonna have to... If I do the Deathwing playthrough, is there room for the Golden Golem? That was the pull shot. He still has an attack, which he didn't use. Blint? I mean, that was 50 damage on a leave 1 AP. Disgusting. Missed again. I think the Blint build came together. And the Avatar, the Heralds of War is dead. Super dead. Does the AI not surrender? Or, let them run away? Guess not. Killed to the last man. I kind of respect it. I think I can press X to leave this at any time. But you use that at the... There's one unit left and it's running away. Alrighty. Sure, whatever. Go ahead. Well, that was fun. Do I bother to... Do I just take this? I could win right now. I was going to win through seals, but like... Maybe we'll just let the seals play out. Ooh, watch my money drain from the bank. Holding 3 seals will be pretty... Yeah, what level are you at now? That is crazy HP. That's so funny. Alright, well. Empire Development skills available. I think we got it already. Grab Astral Inspiration. My poor little vassal. I would have summoned on Desolate, and then I think we're just going to focus on teleporting home. Like, we'll bring... I mean, or the boys can go grab the seal, I guess. Oh, they're coming at me. Is that another Herald of War? What the fuck? I want a Herald of War. How come I can't get a Herald of War? Beautiful. That's cheating. That's so cheating. Cheater. Suddenly, you sense another presence, requesting permission to enter the realm. First, Bloodborne Blint, the undergoat, if I may, Sundren of House Iniok says. Before you respond, I ask you to allow me to elaborate. After Greg Solis, I left to find the Endailon. It seems you all found them before I did. It saddens me to see Edward so affected. The journey through the astral sea must have taken its toll, and perhaps I bear some responsibility for his current state. I know what affects Edward and the Gaudier of Magehaven. With your permission, I will elaborate. Alright, go ahead. Remember, she betrayed us and opened the vault. As Sundren joins you, she explains further. I believe Edward and the Gaudier of Magehaven are influenced by the Endailon of Chaos. The Endailon are very powerful entities that originate from the start of creation. They brought balance to the astral sea, but also destruction. So the Archons locked them in the world vault, Grexolus. A great wizard taught me about them before he disappeared, and until I can find him, I must continue his work in his stead. The Archons fight a war they cannot win alone, so I had to free entities powerful enough to make a difference. Now I aim to limit the unfortunate side effects. So, okay. Sundren is Lilith, And she leads the Shedrai, who, like, oppose the established powers of Magehaven. And it sounds like she did this for a good reason. And because I'm nature, we're going to say yes. Sometimes destruction leads to regrowth in a never-ending cycle. I can accept that. That's also the plot point of one of my favorite anime of all time. I destroyed the world to make it anew. Great. Did you join me? What happened? Why did you just show up and... She just showed up, made her explanation, and then left? Question mark? We'll kill this. Without any losses. And then we're gonna leave. Huh? I'm here only to summon some units. Leave me alone, Edward. Every time I say the word Edward, I think of Edwards. Every time. And it does some level of emotional damage, I won't lie. Alright. Get back here. Alright, that's 3 seals. We need 50 points. I want another one. Where's the next one? There's one over here. Oh! Hi. I don't think there's another one near my domain. We can take a look, though. And I'm not sure what you're doing. You can come back home. The Blessing of Paradise. We'll just grab this to move on to the next tome, which will be the Tome of... Also, I want to try. It won't be in this playthrough. But the Stormbringer is now a Magic Fighter unit. They have indirectly and directly nerfed this unit like 3 times, and now all of a sudden she's a Magic Fighter. I bet this unit is gonna be on the top again. But anyway, we're here for the Tome of Supremacy. Someone pointed out that in the Legion of Zeal, my Magic Fighters were not affected. That is because the Magic Fighters are affected by Battle Mage enchantments. So if you want them to have Zeal, you need Supreme Magic, which of course will also make them explode. But what we're really here for, and what's going to show up on the first roll, is the Anthem of Victory!
We, who seek to shepherd and guide our people, are gifted with glorious purpose. This righteous glory surges from our very being, permeating into the flesh and spirit of our subjects, and inspiring them to greatness. Victory, for those on this divine path, is not a possibility, but a certainty.
We'll grab Supreme Magic because I mentioned it, but then we're going to hard roll for the Anthem of Victory. That's pretty much our cast. That's the entire reason I made the Lens of Order. The entire reason. Oh, I need to go to tier 4 on the other city. Larissa Mirabilis is level 12, meaning she can now become a Master of Nature. Call of the Wild is pretty good. I guess we'll accept it. This is not very relevant for what we're doing. So we'll just grab the gateway so she can get out of trouble if she finds herself in it. Caddy has leveled up. Gotten Spellblade expertise. Well done. We do have a Druidic Empire, which we will be grabbing. This will make it so all of our foods grant 100% more food. This has been reworked, actually. Is this version better or the previous one? Probably the previous one. I believe the previous wording was... your cities require half as much food to grow. This wasn't in the patch, or this was not in the Scorpion update, by the way. This was like a while ago. What? Oh. Alright. You will know my wrath, random city, or random free city invader. So I might just, the hour grows late. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let the seals tick up in this video. So this will be the finale. I am in utter shock that they stopped this city from falling. Huh. Why didn't you pull in the 6 stack? Hmm? What's up with that? Oh, they killed the unit sitting on the seal. Oh, I see. So he just gets free units every turn. Fair and balanced. I don't have no scout nearby, so I'm going to have to leave somebody here. We'll go on our merry way. Creating road gore. Full vibe. Okay, what can we summon here in the desolate terrain? Okay. I'll take the Infernal Juggernaut. We can actually do this, because I believe the Infernal Juggernaut can walk on that, which it can. It won. I didn't realize it was bringing in only 2 units, but it did win. That's fantastic. And now, we're leaving. Who gets an Infernal? I mean, Blint can have an Infernal Juggernaut. Except for the fact that... Here. This will do for now. We'll fix this in time. Okay, how much is it to teleport? Well, first, Fave, you have to have built the building. Now then, how much is it to teleport? That is quite a lot. Okay, I guess I'll just hang out in the corner. Alright, Old Hollow. I don't remember where we were expanding with you. I have no quarries left, so we'll take one. Just one. Barrel Hill can annex. Of course, now that we produce 100% more food, life is pretty swell. I can boost from 0 for 48. That wasn't bad. Boss is leveled up, and he shall be unyielding. Blinty Boy is level 16. Now for the Elder Vampires at level 16, their skills are all based on... Or rather, these Apex skills. There's like 2, I think these 2, and this one, I suppose, are... everyone's offered them, but then your 4th one is based on what you picked at level 12. Because we have unlocked Profane Body Mastery, Supernatural Speed gives us an additional bonus, which is plus 20% critical hit chance. Instead of the very fast movement. Miasmic Spine. If Festering Spine kills a unit, all units in a 2x radius gain 5 poison and 4 decaying. That's not what I thought it was. The Dread Matriarch. I could summon an animal. That's so funny. And Ancient One. Does this give Ancient One? Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about this. Alright. So, Ancient One. I feel... I don't know how, correct this is, but I feel like anytime you don't pick Ancient One, you're trolling. And I feel that all of those options should provide Ancient One because of that reason. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but that's my personal feeling on the matter. And now we have Ancient One. So we have plus 20 more hit points, bringing us to 120, and we deal 20% bonus damage all of the time, and not just when we crit. And we will grab this, but for now we're going to get Opening Strike, so we deal... It's melee, right? Melee attacks now do up to 50% extra damage. This bonus is reduced as the target loses health. So this is when we go into the flank, we swing on somebody's ass, and they die. That's it. We really don't need, like, production. I wonder what... The scout ran into the corner and then turned around. It's like when you're writing an essay and you need like 1,000 more words and you just start typing shit. I think we've done all of the pickups on the map and they're just, you know, exploring the fog of war. I will achieve seals in 15 turns. You have tentacles! Congratulations, first Bloodborne Blint the Undergoat. You have managed to annoy me enough that I actually have to take action personally. Okay. So, we are going to... I guess we'll take the lady with us. No, we'll take the elephant. Bye, doll. I'll be back. Farewell. You'll be back. I'm really just going to go hide in the corner of the map and wait for the teleporter. That's my plan. Oh, one... I can make it. Roadgore! What else we can do? We can... Roadgore! Build an outpost here and then put a teleporter down. Yeah. Road! I mean, this isn't really gore. There's no road here, but... I feel better saying it. Road gore! Have you completed your thing yet? Ah, not quite. We need 5 more resource nodes. Lady, there ain't 5 more resource nodes on the map. I think I'm just gonna... Well, this can stay here. I was gonna delete it, but... Alright, Blinty Boy's back home. And these units are alone. I'm gonna capture him and eat him. The Ring of Escaping. Not too shabby. We'll pull back here. Did I capture him? I want to eat him. Hey! So Living Doll... We want her to get to 12, I think. And she did. Support abilities provide more healing. Seems pretty good to me. So Boss has the Ring of Escaping. You can have it too. Congratulations. The city is going to not go to me. But I really don't care. Okay. I think we're just going to hold our seals and vibe. He has a dire penguin! Not only has he embraced the corruption of the umbral plane and gotten tentacles, but he has summoned forth the cruelest of creatures. I'm sorry. What did that just say? Huh. 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 There's not really a unit here I want to sacrifice. I mean, of all these units, let's be honest, this has been the most useless. Mama, I'm coming home. That's a lot of ironclads. That is a lot, a metric ton of ironclads. Spear of Torment. Alrighty. I hope he didn't cancel anything important. Can you get there in one turn? No. Shucks. Alright. Well. Roadgore! We don't really want to hang out here, but we can hang out here for one turn. I mean, maybe this army just stays here. In the corner of the wrist, though. We talked about this. Stay in the corner. What do we want to be here? Probably just a research guild. I think. Not that we have many. But... I'll throw some Imperium and at least getting one of these, I guess. Oh no, my scout. Oh. Oh no, my scout. Oh. By the way, my scouts are exalted just by existing on the map. That is interesting. That is interesting. And this army's getting a little crunk. Nothing crazy. Maria. I was trying to remember the lyrics to Hellfire. The Hunchback of Notre Dame song about Maria. They don't make Disney villains like that anymore. He was one of their best. You know, by best I mean like worst. I could have gotten her involved and it would have been a lot easier. It's fine. Alright. Let's repair up the old hollow. Still can't afford to go to the next tier, but that's alright. It looks like suffering is on its way. So I think you're going to retreat. Hunter's Dream can annex. And it shall obtain its very first water province! Hey, I was eyeing this or eyeballing this for so long. So he raised the city just like I was going to, but he got the money for it. Asshole. I'll take the resources, though. Was that worth it? No. Do I care? Also no. Arrow Hill. Research. We captured somebody. Eat well, my beloved doll. Level 12! A master of nature. Could call the wild, and we'll just get that for more healing, sure. Why not? We do have a tier 4 orb now, so we can give that to our other guy, our new friend. Oh, you know what? We should make a, the boss has served us well. We should make him a stabby stab. I'd make a new cosmic weapon, but I can't, unfortunately. Here's a Reaver halberd. What weapon do we got? Well, we could do leap. Free action. Fair and balanced. The Deadly Halberd. Alright, sure. Maria has completed her major ambition by reaching level 12, so now Blint and her will have +2 defense and +2 resistance while in battle. I am now primeval. I still don't like that they changed it. In Age of Wonders 3, it was primeval and prime good. Now it is pure evil. I mean, pure evil sounds good too, but... This isn't that impressive. But I will probably need to come help him out. Why is my serpent not healing? Oh, I'm not in my own terrain, duh. I did not lose a seal. I have momentarily stepped off of a seal. Okay. So many spells to cast in so little time. We have Supreme Magic in, and we are going to... Yep, there it is, the Anthem of Victory. Literally my win con. We're getting pretty close to having a bunch of... Oop. To having just, you know, 3 stacks that can hang out on the seals AFK. And I think that's the dream. So these two are kind of vibing between the 2 seals. These 2 armies. I say that, but I don't really have... I don't really have anything. So let's get a stack here. Vampire, Spider, Inquisitor. I am broke AF. Okay. Don't queue anything. Maybe it was just a dream. I might be able to take those. These are just... I am gonna need... Oh, I do have a healer. Okay. We'll go hang out with Blint. Give him a hug. Give me a hug. I like how my altar's still fine. This is here. I don't know why. Doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing great. Screw you, Noctis. Cross Wall is our new vassal. I don't think this benefits them. I believe only the Primal players can see that. Talkoff has not succeeded. We are ahead just a little bit, so I'll throw some Imperium at them. Make sure we get this one at least. And I think I'm going to turn my vassals against Noctis. Edward is the bigger threat, but Edward's really far away. So I'm pretty sure we aren't going to have to worry about that. Yay, Seals game! I felt like Seals were more interesting in Age of Wonders 3, but I'm not sure why I felt that way. Like, they're really not different at all. To, how they were. So I'm not sure why I would feel that they're more interesting now. Okay, here's what we'll do. I'm gonna take this wolf and this warden. You can have these 2 things. And you are going to be with this stack. So I am going to take... Oh, I'm going to get this in a hot minute. Because more movement speed, you know? More. I need more. Supreme Magic is ready. This will give our battle mages, which we have 0 of, support units, and magic fighters zeal, and makes the killing unit explode. So now our wolves and our few magic fighters will do bonus damage against those we have condemned. Next. You know what? We'll cast the Blood Moon. By the time we're able to cast this, 10 turns is all that will remain in the city. Or in the game. I do dislike how it turns the map into, like, catch-up. But kind of the nature of the beast, you know? Hello. I read a great comment that sometimes it feels like the Age of Wonders 4 devs make choices. Great, Fabe. They make choices. What else do they do? No, they make design choices based off, like, theming, which they totally do. Like, the comment was in criticism to the way the Blood Moon looks, which is, like, thematically, it's really cool, and it's a very obvious indicator of what, you know, what's going on. But functionally, it looks kind of questionable, you know? Because the goal is to have that pretty much always active for a player that's late game. Elder Vampire. Is this a Warden? Blade Runner, Inquisitor. There. You're building a new army. Barrel Hook and Annex. I'm not sure if that made sense. But, the point was good. Fiddly Halberd is in for Boss, I believe. Well, Boss is one of the name of the developers. I don't know if this was specifically added to the randomized pool as a reference to him. But, yeah. Do we want to add anything else? We can see what, I've unlocked one of these, haven't I? I know they nerfed something here. Can't remember what it was. Oh, hey, it's labeled now by Pantheon. That's cool. I wonder if Caretaker stacks with Druid. Let's find out. What's the Unleash the Hounds one? I don't remember. I guess we use a flute. Houndmaster Blint. There's a boss in Scarlet Monastery that's a Houndmaster. Good times, good times. People farmed Scarlet Monastery so hard. It's so much experience. I'm pretty sure people, like, legitimately sell runs for Scarlet Monastery. Good old mage AoE runs. Ah, they ran away. Well, this is mine. And if you want to fight me for it, go ahead. A little wounded here, but not that big of a deal. You guys are still waiting, just in case. They can almost... Here, I think here they can reach both seals in one turn, if need be. The tree was just a nice little thematic waiting place. Okay. Do I care about anything here? Oh, really? No, I don't. Oh, Condemn Army is good. But... Did I spend points on it? A little bit. We're going to go Aspect of the Root instead. Noctis died. Scrub. Question of heritage. Holding is fairly heirloom. Family heirloom. Your hero, Torgraf the quizzical, approaches you with a formal greeting and proclaims, no. I like your reward. Vampires have universal camouflage. Do I care about this? I guess we can do order amplifier. Why not? And we're going over here. Tier 4. Cool. Come at me. We are now 10 turns away from victory, as long as we hold all 3 seals. These should be easy autos, but we'll see. Yay, fighting the undead. Prompt. Thank you for the Imperium. I appreciate you. My vassal is besieged. Oh no! Oh no! You have a fairy. Bye. I have a fairly good idea that you're going to die. Maybe they'll kill 1 unit. Nope, not even. Not even close, baby. I guess if they step on it again, they step on it again. That's fine. We're still waiting, because no one has attacked the seals. And it is time for our Tier 5 tome, which is, of course, going to be the Goddess of Nature, which only has 3 options.
In the end, we shall all be humbled before one who can fully harness the forces of nature. The giver of life and cultivator of death. The tamer of the tempest and the guardian of the glade. The beasts shall howl your name. The leaves shall whisper your blessings, and the lands shall be better for your flourishing rule.
We're going to lock Mass Rejuvenation, which is just a crazy resurrection spell. And we're really going to grab Force of Nature. This will make it so all of our animal, cavalry, fae, plant, dragon, and naga units gain 15% critical hit chance and plus 3 blight damage on attacks. Effects are increased for single shot. All of our cultural units are plants. All of our animals are animals. I don't even know what our cavalry are. We have like... I have no... What are our cavalry? Oh! The scouts. Yeah. That's just a crazy enchantment. I could have done this before we fought. So, for the next 10 turns, vampires do not suffer from sunlight weakness. They gain additional hit point regeneration on the map. Deal 20% bonus damage. Again, this is on top of losing the 20% damage deficit from being in sunlight weakness. And gain plus 2 resistance. The sky darkens into scarlet. The blood moon you summoned eclipses the light of the sun. The moon bleeds through an open wound, staining the crimson sky. The sky crimson. Animals flee to hide, villagers bar their doors, and the creatures of the dusk rejoice in its glow. For the night is red and ruled by horror. During its eclipse, the blood moon empowers all vampires and allows them to roam freely throughout the world. Ugh. It looks wonderful. Money. Mana. Run it down mid. We have the Houndmaster's Flute for Blint, which of course I could have also equipped before that battle. There's a lot of things I could have done before that. And we have Go for the Kill. Attacks deal plus 50% damage at the end of the current turn. Blint can literally just assassinate somebody. We will also grab Rangers here. So it is even cheaper for us to move through our own domain. We'll grab Astral Binding as well. I don't know if we'll actually have the casting points to summon more stuff. But maybe I just say screw all those other things and go for it. Like, I want to be Enchanted Blooming my... Like, these two are so good economic enchantments, but let's just call more animals. Screw it. And as for our... I mean, we could make more, I suppose. It would benefit our other armies. Not just Blint. I mean, I can only make one more, but... Anyone to eat? No. Crosswall has been... sieged. I don't care. Good luck. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. Alright. Wow. Yeah, we're in. I think the change for the Elder Vampires have been fantastic. The Desecration Chamber spread so efficiently. And, I guess I'll just build the teleporter here. No. We're already here. Just build the walls. As I was saying. The Desecration Chamber spreads so efficiently. And the world map spell comes to you early enough that you can use it offensively if you really need. Well, you know, if you're aggressing. Big changes. Big change. Do we want to summon in the Desolate again? I think we do, don't we? Or, excuse me, the Sand. You know this change for the doggos? I think this will make the... indirectly make the Balrog more powerful. Or the Baylor. Excuse me. What are we working with here? The Master of Houses. That would have been great before I had, you know, all my vassals attacked and killed. Okay. Well. I mean... I'm feeling pretty good, team. I'm just going to keep spawning stuff. I really want to get some wyverns going. Okay. Well, Scout's dead. We lost Seal temporarily. We'll just bring out the A-team. Take care of that. And coincidentally, this scout just came back. Stay here defending. You can stand on this for a second. I will achieve Seal victory in 11 turns. Not quite. It's saying 11 because of the loss there. We do have 2 scouts who are really doing nothing. Very impressed by their passive experience gain, though. It's not something I was thinking about, but that is a pretty good representative of representation of its efficacy. What are we missing in this army? I never built a single wild speaker. We'll build one now here at the final hour. This city is great. Maria has leveled up and is going to get... I don't know. I don't care. Bolstered resistance. Call greater animals in. We're going for a wyvern. We're taking the Phoenix. So even... the Phoenix rework has been interesting. I still think without Empowered Beast, they're not very strong. But with Empowered Beast, these things, I think, are thumpers. So I'm actually going to get rid of this neck here. Bring in the Phoenix. We have the flutes. We can give this to Maria. Who does not have Druid. But yeah. Does this stack with Druid? 2 gold and 15 mana for my boy. I think it does. These are super cheap. My Caustic Worm. Is he not glorious? I'm so proud. I'm sad I lost the bear, but, Oh. Temple of the Prophet's also pretty good. I'm sad I lost the bear, but at least the worm survived to the very end. Well, we're not at the end yet. We don't know. I'll do the next fight because I want to see Blint at his full power. Assuming we get the chance. Well, that's fun. Gonna eat you. So I think we'll just feed Blint again. Fastest gain level of Renown. Cool. Got some more remains. Keep on summoning. Hopefully a fight comes. Like whether Edward invades me or Noctis comes at me again. I want to see Blint at his full strength. This can go home. ET go home. We'll have Blint stand on that seal. I wonder if the only going to attack that one, the partisans, or whatever they're called. Not sure. I don't have an army built here. What is the use of this army? Alright, we'll come back. Yeah, with a ranger, we can get across our whole empire, pretty much. What's up, Stoneden? Just keep researching. We'll have Force of Nature next turn. Good old Fawn. I believe is what we called it in League of Legends. I don't remember what it did. That's what we called it. I know in TFT, Fawn, I guess I could have... I kind of want to keep him here just so I don't lose the seal again. But I also wanted to stay here to keep getting experience from Palisades, but it's fine. We'll unite and come up with some sort of army thing. Just because. Literally no other reason. Force of Nature is in, and we'll grab Master Rejuvenation. And we will summon another Fire Wyvern, or Phoenix. Fire Wyvern. You almost get a low-level animal. We have a Warg? No, Warg. I mean, to be fair, the one Fire Wyvern we had got absolutely thrashed. Oh no. Well, who saw this coming? Oh, look, it's Edward himself. We fought Edward, right? We did. Alright, we're gonna grab Force of Nature. Hit me with your best shot! 5 turns left, Tim. I can do that math. That's some simple math. 1 turn before the blood moon ends. Here we go. Alright, we'll fight this. So the defense of the seals, part of the thing that's always been annoying is that this is against me. Like, I'm holding the power of the seal, and yet the effect is attacking me? Question mark? I've never liked that. Also, there was one that was so devastatingly powerful that they had to nerf it. Do they nerf it or just remove it from the pool? I can't remember exactly. More summons to be sacrificed. Blood for the Blood God. There's a Blood God thing in Bloodborne, I'm pretty sure. You become the Blood God thing if you do the true ending. I think the technical lore is that it's like the moon's presence. And it's meant to be some like cyclical, like the cycle of eternal life or something, I think is the analogy they were going for. Or people have interpreted from it, whatever you want to call it. I think we'll wait one more turn. So, like, if you go for the bad ending... Well, I don't know if you call it the bad ending. Basically, you can either choose to... This isn't spoilers, is it? The hunter guy, Germain, will offer to release you from this nightmare, the dream of the hunt. And if you accept, he decapitates you, and the game ends. You wake up in, like, real Britain. Or whatever. Real Yarnum. Basically Britain. If you say no, you fight him and you become him. Like, you take over his role if you defeat him, which, you know, you're supposed to unless you just quit the game. And then the third and true ending is you have to find these umbilical cords of the old ones all out and about. And if you eat them all three of them, then you become a child of the old ones. And you'll become the next moon presence, which you have to kill. I don't think, because you fight Germain if you decline him. Okay, I'm gonna go kill this. So, hold on. Before I conclude my thought, snapshot. Oh. So if you decline Germain, you fight him. And if you win, you become him, basically. You take over his role. If you win and you've eaten all of the umbilical cords, then you have to fight the moon's presence. And when you win then, you become a child of the old ones. I could have jumped over here, I guess, with these guys. Also, I am so dumb. That was the whole point. The anthem of victory. Ah, yeah. We'll consume the Phoenix so I can't come back. Like, the whole point was I was supposed to press that and then do Giga damage. Oh well, whatever, it's fine. This one? Yes, we'll go here. This is the escape. We can go underground and do that. Yeah, anyway, the whole point is that it's meant to represent an endless cycle. So I guess the good ending is getting out of it, even though you have to get your head cut off and all that. Is the lesson of that supposed to be the only way out of life is seppuku? Dude, that's a joke, YouTube. That is a joke. I jest. 5%? Yeah. YouTube is super strict on some people. Like, they have been really hit and miss for me. Like, my first... I streamed pretty much all of the stages of... Well, not all, but most of the stages of the Baldur's Gate 3 early access. And I did the Minthara thing. You could only play through Act 1. And I did the Minthara bit where, you know, sexy fun times with nudity fully on. And I was like, oh, this is so going to get demonetized. YouTube didn't care. Never heard anything about it. But then one of the Haven videos, well, this is going back years now. For the thumbnails for the Haven videos, I always used the loading screen. There are little cute moments between you and Kay. And there's one where Kay is on his stomach getting massaged by you, who's sitting on his, basically sitting on his butt, massaging him on his back. And they flagged that for being overly sexual. Both of them are fully clothed. And you can tell it's not like suggestive. What the heck? It's not like suggestive. You can tell what's happening. Just YouTube being YouTube. But ever since that moment, I have never had an issue since. I mean, I did censor Fabe's sexy fun times with Minthara, but you could tell what was happening. I only put Fanty in front of her lady bits, you know? Like, you could tell what was going down. Guess you're gonna go kill that? Also, it's kind of funny that I use Fanty to represent me when I never finished that series. I do feel a little bad about it. Not a lot. Oh, 73 on... What was that swing, Blint? Just a little. Who knows? Maybe one day. I'll revisit the Labyrinth of Galeria. I was playing it in Japanese because I didn't want to hear the English voice acting, but then I also didn't understand what was happening. I mean, no, there were subtitles, but... I heard the English voice acting was okay. Whatever that means. Whatever qualifies for okay. I could definitely tell the Phoenix got nerfed. There's a lot of buttons I didn't press. And I really should have pressed this one sooner. Because that is a lot of Sunder defense and resistance. Look at the little bat go. A little bat that could. But the Labyrinth of Galeria has a really dark storyline. So maybe that's something YouTube would hate. Maybe. I don't know. Apparently I have no idea what YouTube hates. I mean, I have an idea. Okay, I'm just going to end the turn. They're very, what's the word for this? They're oddly strict about certain things and not about other things. Alright, Blint, what do you got? No enrage or a pull shot. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to snapshot kill you. 64. 79. And I'm going to mage lock you. Oh. Well. Skirmishers are so good. I remember the request that someone asked. It was actually for the next playthrough. But it was essentially... I think it was specifically for the Killer Rabbit, but I can do it for Deathwing as well. Which is to give the Duelist trait to the Rabbit and make it a Ranger and go all in on Skirmisher like this. Just to, like, literally delete units. Welcome to the rank of Exalted, my friend. I shudder to think of the damage that they'll be capable of. A duelist. A duelist skirmisher. Which, you know, is fair. Like, that's kind of the whole theme they're going for with the skirmishers. The ranger skirmishers. Dueling. Oh no, my vassal. Whatever will I do? Actually, you know what? Let's get Big Game Hunter. Just for that little bit more damage. Opening strength, sure. Torgif is level 8. An adept of nature. That is going for his elemental mastery. Force of nature is in the giving. Ooh, look at that upkeep. Our animals, cavalry, fate plant, dragon, and Naga. This. Naga is interesting to me still because there's not a lot of Naga synergy. And it's like the only transformation that does not have a negative effect. I think I say that every time we talk about this. I mean, yeah, you lose your legs. That's not that big of a deal. You lose your legs and your mounts. But by transforming into a Naga, there's no... these are not my cultural units. There's no, like, elemental vulnerability. Like, we became a plant. We have fire weakness now. Naga have no weakness. They only have... It's like 2 lightning, 2 frost resist bonus. I don't know if this stack could actually beat... Well, maybe. An invader? We'll leave the scout here, too. What are you working with? 105 health on a scout? Hmm. Three turns. 3 turns. I guess we can bring our army to the other seal then. But I think they're just going to keep attacking this seal. I don't know why. But they seem interested in just hitting this one. Could be a bug. That's not a bad bug, though. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. If the seals are now bugged to be that they will only attack your most recently claimed one, that helps a lot on the defense. But that is probably very unintentional. I can't see that being intentional. Sure, build a watchtower. How about it? You're doing great. Look at this incredible city. Sauced to the gills. 6 gold nodes. Alright, let's get another weapon. I think we've seen the entire roster. I have not been impressed by the Phoenix, again. I think I have to keep reiterating that. I guess I'll bring you over here, sure. Oh look, I can teleport now. Noctis has withdrawn to the Astral Void. Okay. Sure. You know what, I'm just gonna put these guys here. Just in case. Alright. Show me what you've got. 2 turns. I'm not even gonna bother casting spells. We're there, team. We've done it. We've won. This has not been a difficult realm at all. I wouldn't say this was the easiest of the story realms, because, you know, the first 2 are, like, super chill. But compared to the previous one, where I was getting hunted by the Manuhari Warden, I feel like I could do this all day. Mass Rejuve is in. Our final research shall be Condemned Army. Alright. GG, team. On turn 100... we press the button And we unleash the power of the seals. Perfectly calculated, dare I say. I could have won earlier by killing Edward, but I feel like this is the way you're supposed to do it. Oh, one final... You know what? You know what? Let's do it. One final battle. That's a fallen angel. Seriously? See what I mean? Oh yeah, they nerfed the shit out of this. Base 20% chance to become insane. I fallen angel. Alright, team. Final battle. I won't forget to press my buttons this time. Probably. Probably not. I have been hugely impressed by the changes to experience. Big, ginormous fan. I'm a little... I don't know if concerned's the word. But there could be something really funny you could do. These scouts of the nomad culture are pretty decent fighters. That's like their unique feature. They have they count as a ranged unit as well as a scout. So what you could do in like the late stage of the game, where you have like my scouts are legend without even trying, and even exalted, which is a lot. I've resisted the finger death. I gave him the finger. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if it becomes meta, quote unquote, to build a lot of nomad scouts, to have them like clean up the map. Could you stop attacking my healer? I'd really appreciate it. To have them clean up the map, and then in the final stages of the game, help, you know, have them come in as free units, basically. I'm gonna cast the button, Tim. I'm gonna do it. Blinty boy. I'm not even going to consume here. We're just going to blast with Awakening. They're vulnerable to it. It makes them vulnerable. And now I'm going to shoot real good. Boop. No more FOD for you. Yeah, it's Chaplain. I didn't want to have a Necromancer up in here. I will be healing that thing next turn. Hello. I'm so proud of my worm. He's done great. He's been here from the very beginning. And he's made me proud. I do think this nerf was needed for the Phoenix. Their secondary ability is now a full action. Instead of the 1 AP, you travel to where you were going or whatever it was. That was very annoying. I did not enjoy being victimized by that. It was, pain. Many builds, or many battles were reset because of that. Okay, next turn I think we can probably max range that. Leave me alone. I think Insanity will run off, or wear off. That's unfortunate. Am I really going to lose? Yeah, I am. Oh, maybe not. Lose a Warden here in the final hour. Nope. The doll can save him. Precog. Not my bats! Trade. You know, I was going to save you. My worm! Unbelievable. Didn't cleanse. Gross. 85 healing. By the way. I probably should have considered what I was doing there. My boy! Ugh. This is one of the worst ones. Where's Blint? Blint. I need you to kill this thing. Do me a favor. Pull. Swarm. Smack that bitch. Yeah, okay. Seems good to me. We'll go heal the Phoenix. Also, the champion medals will really come into play a lot more. I don't care if you're still... Oh, I can't heal you? Oh, not on a healer. The champion medals will really come into play more since we're getting... a lot more experience. Sure. I've been very happy with Geomancy in this run. Very pleased indeed. Let's kill this. Oh. And then there was one. Oh. Oh. Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? Oh. Whoops. And then there was one, except for all of the ones that are left over here. I mean, I can condemn them. Great. Nice grace. So because everything has way more HP, I do think that a Misfortune build is going to be stronger. Don't go insane. Thankfully, I just have so much HP that it doesn't matter quite as much. How dare you attack Blint himself? Wow. Surely Blint's not going to die. It would be... It would be supremely funny if Blint died to, to the worm. My boy that I looked after, you know? I mean, I feel like everyone is so... Bah humbug. I'm going over here. Fine. Disgusting damage. Well, I hated that. As your control over the seals in the realm reaches a pinnacle, you can feel its connection to the astral sea is fully under your control. You sense the ebb and flow of the astral sea, the ripples it leaves on the realm, and you sense Edward as raw chaos surges within him. With effort, you sever his connection to the surging forces of chaos, and as it leaves him, he sinks to his knees. Larissa rushes towards him, and for the first time since they left the astral sea on their broken landship, he truly sees her. Edward's voice is hoarse as he whispers, "What have I done? Welcome back, Edward. I love my position here. You have stopped the incursion of the last dreadnought, Edward Portsmouth, and brought a sense of peace to the Sehiran Oasis. As Larissa tends to Edward, who slowly comes to his senses, Mandor appears in front of you once more. This trial has resulted in a perhaps unexpected outcome, but with our findings and these humans' testimonies, I should be able to return a sense of control to Magehaven. I urge you to return here with them, so we can resolve this entire affair. With Edward and Larissa in tow, you travel to Magehaven to resolve the strife there. Onwards! Victory! I gotta be honest, all in all, I really like the changes. I do think... Well, we'll read this first. Revealed the Endailon of Chaos. You have revealed the Endailon of Chaos and stopped Edward Portsmouth from succumbing to its violent nature. Victorious, you and Larissa guide Edward to Magehaven. Yeah, I do think... Am I red? No, I'm black. But I had a red outline, didn't I? Whatever. Anyway, I think the changes were all good. It feels like the game has slowed down a little bit. Not a lot. A little bit. But that might just be due to the fact that experience comes more reliably. I'd be interested to see how much my multipliers affected this, because I got a comment on the first episode about how adaptable was way worse now that it's 30% of combat XP, but combat XP has been reduced. Like, it's half of what it was, but adaptables remain the same. The 1-point society trait. For what it's worth, the chaos trait that gives you bonus experience in combat, or bonus experience for your tier 1 units, is 100% of experience in combat. So that's also been changed. It would be really funny if you can somehow stack things to manipulate it to have like a legion of exalted sunderers from the barbarian culture. There was someone on the someone who commented when the experience changes, or the rank changes first came in, and you could like build people tier 1 and tier 2 units at like legend rank. There was someone who did that. They just printed legendary sunderers, and so I wonder, you have a new test. But GG, team. GG.
Thus, the dreadnought Edward Portsmouth and his war machines were stopped in their tracks. It was revealed that the Endailon of Chaos, released from imprisonment on Grexolis, was amplifying the passion and temper of all Godir. With this proof and newfound understanding, a sense of reason returned to the Godir of Magehaven. As one of the closest Godir when the Endailon were released, Edward had been the most affected of all. The torment and hatred that had driven him forward had started to cloud his mind until nothing but rage was left. And it was not until his connection to chaos was severed that he regained his senses. Confronted by the destruction he had wrought, Edward swore to somehow atone for what he had done. Sundren, meanwhile, did not join her old friends and allies in Magehaven. She travelled onward to search for the Endailon of Chaos and others, guided by the wisdom of her old mentor Merlin before he disappeared.
Dun, dun, dun. Blint has proven worthy of ascension, and he does not have a lot of choices. I mean, it has to be Hunter, right? We're literally a Hunter from Bloodborne. I think Diviner is really strong. Well, it's a full action. Maybe it's not that strong. Support ability skirmish generation. At the end of this unit's turn, roots assail adjacent enemies. Oh. Base 9% chance of bleeding for 3 turns and chance of mobilize. That could be funny, but not really what we want. We really want Blint. Like, the goal of the skirmisher here is to go in and delete something. And then, you know, slippery their way out if they have to. That's pretty much it. I think we go Hunter. So at the start of battle, summons a warg that inflicts bleeding. This hero's attacks inflict bonus physical damage per stack of bleeding on the target. Synergizes well if we do go with, like, Tome of the Blood or whatever. But who knows? We may never see the Undergoat again. Or we may. G plus 7 points. Wait, did those stack? Yes, I have 14. So I'm not going to unlock these now, because if you unlock something on the beta, you do have to unlock it again in the live version of the game. I think I'll be able to unlock these soon. But anyway, that was Blint, the Blint Saga. The Sehiran Oasis. I believe that is, in fact, the final. Yes, indeedy. The final Empire in Ashes playthrough, or story realm. Tharukath is Eldritch Realms, and I believe there are 2 here, and I have heard they are challenging. They are tough. So, I am curious to get to this, but it will be some time, because, of course, we have the playthrough to be determined, and we'll probably do a second one after that. Test out something? I don't know. We'll see. I haven't figured it out yet. And then the Rings of Emnora are Archon Prophecies. I've heard these are not as difficult, but the second one of these are tricky. And then there is one so far for Thrones of Blood. So far, there's one for Thrones of Blood. It's kind of just like a meme romance novel, I suppose. And then, of course, we're getting something with the Secrets of the Archmage. It'll be the first expansion that does not have a new culture or a new lord type. So I don't know what the selling point of that one's going to be, but I'm very eager to find out. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this special Blint Saga series. Feel free to let me know what you think of the Scorpion update. And of course, I will see you on March 9th for the release of Rise from Ruin. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you'd like to stay up to date with anything happening on the channel, feel free to join the description down below. And I see you on March 9th.